Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 52? We'll know shortly as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Bell. And some room to roam now. And now running right through it. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They run with Connor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3. It'll bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now
and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
On second down, here's Bortles. Fighting through. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Nine yards to go. It's third down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Running back, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know you thought saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Throwing now is Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. First down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, here's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And that'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other. But on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front, and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On the give to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Yeah, only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now out come the Jags. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. He finds Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Another run. This time it's Ivory. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green, 90. Black, 58. Rail. Black, 50. Slow. Left. No. Black, 58. Rail. Black, 50.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Again, it's Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. It in with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Running left, it's Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Green.
Bortles. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go again with Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll toss it to Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Bortles now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. His carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a give. Running left is Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Fournette running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To Fournette. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
But you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught at the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger being chased out left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. Now a first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This is Fournette. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow delivery.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Hey, green, 90. Green, 90. Black 58, green, 90. Black 58, green. There we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Powers ahead at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the big tight end shifting around. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They got 29 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Bell. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here we go now. Green. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Green 90. Green 90. Left.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 8.
He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop.
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.